just came in from outside, and there's probably 100 and some people in line trying to get tickets for this one. So I'm excited about it. Lots going on. Watch out for the Storm, too, and they have a new player, Jonathan Lloyd, who's coming in off the bench. Has made a huge difference and a massive impact. 5'8" guard, as fast as lightning.
Referees for today's game, Paul DeBailey, JP Richard,
Terrell Carter the second for the Storm is playing much better, the 6'10" product. And Samson Carter goes right at the basket right away to get him off and to the races. And the Storm again played very well in Halifax a mere week or so ago. But they lost their composure in the fourth, and this Halifax team came back and won a nail-biter. And Terrell Carter's going to pick up his first foul.
Storm foul number 50, Terrell Carter. That's his first.
And that's going to send Lou Fowl to the line, who's played very well for this Halifax program. The Storm scored within the first 3 seconds of the tip. And another thing is Samson Carter has not been playing the last few games. So to get him 2 points quickly could have a big night. They miss his presence inside, obviously. So more of a natural lineup. They've been playing with four guards, just rebounded by association. But today's a little bit different. Back into more natural positions. Oh, nice little flip shot by Terrell Carter. Can't get it to go. Winscale's working to, he's a setup guy. Great point guard in the NBL for sure. And tough pass by Lou Fowl. And Kidry can't compose that pass, and they get their first turnover of the game. Good atmosphere in here today in Charlottetown. Beautiful day out. Saying hello to all our friends watching from Halifax. Huge AUS matchups today going on, AUS playoffs. And there's the one, the big man gets it to go. Terrell Carter the second. He's got to work on getting back on defense and finding his man. Again, Boucard took a lot of the offensive load when Carter was out. Another turnover. Samson Carter finds Campbell, throws it up. Boucard can't come down with it. Tyree Wright's going to try, set it back up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. He's got a mismatch against Lou Fowl. And Tyree Wright does damage. He's going to the line. So it's 4-2 Storm, early starts. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. This should be a good one. Two shots here coming up. No problem on the first one. And gets a second. So Storm have an early 6-2 lead. A couple of costly turnovers by Halifax to start this one. They're bringing in Terry Thomas from the bench to give them some production with the second unit. Wingscales finds Lou Fowl. That's what he does. Gets other people easy baskets. Great point guard to play with. And a little bit of token pressure here. And Boucard gets it in the three position. He's going back inside. This is working for them. Look at the spin move and touch is improving on the daily is Terrell Carter for the Storm. took him about a couple weeks to get his legs underneath him. But now he's starting to come along. He looks like he's down a few pounds and he's getting himself in shape. Beautiful little touch floater shot. And that's Joel Kindred. Great player. Takes a lot of the offensive load. Well, they're going back inside, but there's a good cross-court pass to Boucard, who hits his three-pointer. His form has come a long way. He popped a bunch of threes the other night late to blow the game open against Cape Breton. Oh, gets a piece of that. Boucard's going the other way, and this is where he excels. Can't get those two shots to go. Look at the nice pass. Kindred can't. Lots of action on the offensive glass. Carter Sampson going right to the basket. He takes no mistake on that. He's got 4 on the game. 13-6. Storm lead. So their fast breaks looking very effective today. Brown over to Lufile. That's a nice little 17-footer for him. So see if they keep going into the post here. It seems to be working. And if Boucard's hitting that three-point shot, he becomes incredibly difficult to guard. Nice movement by the Storm. Their offenses look better the last few games. Just their movement and positioning. Hey, good position. It's hard to stop that. And a big yell by the big man. He's got a great start going for him. 6 points for Terrell Carter. Poole, try from deep. Tyree White's been incredibly effective rebounding the basketball. Storm coming in with Robbie Robinson and Jonathan Lloyd, again, the product out of Oregon. You're going to get a chance to see him. Samson Carter's taking a very quick break. I think coach just wants to make sure he's been having back spasms, make sure he's okay. He'll come back in momentarily. Boucard enters to White. Rejects the screen. Boucard again. Second three of the game. Guillaume Boucard has been balling since his time here with the Island Storm. What a trade to get him. Just really effective, nice young man of the Carleton. And Tyree White steals the ball from Joel Kindred. And then Kindred pokes it out of bounds, so it's going to be Storm basketball. Again, look, turnovers early for this Halifax team has got them down 10. And they've got to do a number on Boucard. He's the hot guy right now. There he is. He gets room. Can't get that to go. Pushed it a little bit. A little adrenaline going. And Guillaume's guarding Brown inside. This is size mismatch. Lufile gets Carter up. Clinkscales tries from the corner, doesn't get it to go. Hey, Tyree White. He has come on. I mean, he's consistently gotten better all season long. Put up huge numbers. Product out of Brooklyn. Got so much good stuff to say about him. I mean, very early in the season, I remember he was maybe turning the ball over a couple times in games, and that's gone away. I haven't seen him turn the ball over in months. And effective, offensively effective. You'll see the miss there. Robinson, who had a couple of big dunks the other night. Look at the speed. Cross behind the back and just attacks hard. Hey, that's how you get it done. Tyree White is really a great pickup for that guy right there. Coach Kendrick has stayed patient this season and believes in this group, and I can't say enough about what he's done. And now he's building this program this year. Maybe they've stumbled along at times, but look, I can look back at the season. There's 8 to 10 games there that they were in it, lost in overtime, lost at the buzzer. Now they're starting to be an effective team and close out fourth quarters. So all kinds of time for Coach Kendrick. And on the other side, Mike Leslie, one of my favorite basketball coaches from PEI. A longtime assistant coach with the Storm, and then took over this Halifax Hurricanes program. And you got a good one there. Man, does he ever know basketball? If PEI had a basketball Hall of Fame, he'd be in it. But I'm sure he's going into the PEI Sports Hall of Fame. And he's done a great job with this program. Stays patient with his players. And him and Stephen Brown have put together a good club. Can't say enough about Patrick Havard, the man on the right there. Did a stint out west coaching in Alberta. Coached at Crandall there in Moncton. Did a great job. And basketball genius. And Lonnie States, man, that guy works full time. Puts his time into PEI, volunteers basketball, volunteers with this program. You see him there. So just a great bunch of people helping out these young men on both sides. So we got Ramil Brown at the line. He's going to shoot two. They need these right now. Not the best start for Halifax. 8 points on the board in 6 minutes. And that one clanks off back rim. And that one clanks off back rim too. Tyree White, look at the speed which he gets to that ball, but unfortunately goes to Mike Poole. And that's going in. There's a journeyman in the league that is a fantastic production. The Boucard working against Brown. Leaves it up, but who's there? Tyree White, offensive rebound and put back. Amazing talent. Goes to Poole, nice move. Gets the switch. And there's a switch they're looking for. They'll go against, Brown's got to score here. Boucard steps him to the right. What a strategic, I don't know, basketball fans, did you see this defensive move? Watch this. Watch him shift to the right. Shifts to the right, and Brown feels that. He was going to drop set. Unbelievable technical defense right there by Boucard. Got the switch. They wanted to post him up and forced to travel. So that to me is a steal, if you ask me. Look at the backdoor cut by Carter. Poole fouls. So the Storm are clicking. 12-point lead, and they're looking to extend. A couple subs coming in for the Storm. Alex Campbell, who's having a great season, and Malik Story, who just coming off a calf injury. He had a good night the other night, played sparing minutes. So they're going to work him back into the lineup slowly. He's coming back in at 4:43 of the first. Just a drop-dead, knockdown shooter. So Halifax down 14 here. Look at Jonathan Lloyd trying to pick Klingscale's pocket. I think that's impossible, but maybe not. Travel inside. And that's going to hurt. That's going against Washington. And Coach Leslie is not happy with the refs. Story going straight line at the basket. Look who's there, Campbell. So you got your guards rebounding. Tyree White, Alex Campbell getting offensive rebounds for points. And that's going to force Halifax to say, no, we need another timeout. Woo. Storm have come out like a hurricane. So good afternoon so far. The Storm need to keep it going because Halifax, they can turn this over pretty quick. Turnovers are an issue for Halifax to start. They have about 6 or 7 turnovers, whether it be travels in the post, those count as turnovers. Ball's going out of bounds, just not being effective, not getting shots up. And the Storm, on the other hand, are getting effective shots. And if they miss, they're offensive rebounding them. And that's why you can't combine those two things if you're Halifax and expect to be in a professional game. So they've got to talk about their offensive efficiency, blocking out, going back to the basics, and nullifying this Storm team and take this crowd out of it. Hope you're doing well. If anybody's watching from Halifax, you got a great team there. And all the parents who are tuning in maybe from all over North America and abroad. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. I know what it's like to cheer on your family member out here, and I know there's some wives watching these great players, and every game you get up for, and you're emotionally tied to how they're doing. So saying hello to everybody out there. And if you want to reach out to me, just if you have Twitter, my Twitter is Gord McNeely, MC PEI. And that's my Twitter. So send me a note. I'll read it on air. Tell me who you're cheering for. Oh, big time aggression. Then two Halifax players hit. Get ready with that replay too if you can hear me in the truck. That defense play, because they hit pretty hard. Oh man, yeah. And that collision was between Washington. Watch this at the end of the play. Good job replaying. Whoa. They collided. Washington got the worst of it. That's some orthodontist contact right there. This is your bang. And they hit pretty good. Ouch. The UFC fight was last night. Ouch, not right now. Into the game, Terry Thomas. He can shoot them out of this. So can that guy, Mike Poole. I have a lot of time for his game. Story left open. Hey, you can't do that, because he'll write his own story. And that's how it looks most of the time. Nice screen up top. Look at Jonathan Lloyd working against Clinkscales. He's gonna get called for the foul. Ooh, what a natural stroke by Malik Story. He's come in he's been here for about a month. Great player, love his game. Struggled shooting the ball a little bit, and then he had that calf injury. So it's nice to see him get his form back, because he can light up a match. Just a great basketball player. And Clinkscales going to the line. That's a general. I mean, he knows what his team needs. Doesn't shoot first. He really wants to distribute. So dangerous on the court. Misses his second free throw. And Jonathan Lloyd misses that pass, but it goes to Malik Story. Can't get it. The offensive rebounding has been a massive issue. Can you see Mike Leslie after that at the top of your screen? He knows that's an issue. Look, he's pointing down his bench. You can't see it right now, but he's coming in with whoever wants to rebound the basketball. And you see him there. He's pointing at guys. He's like, Washington, you're out. And look at Washington's body language. You see that at the top of the screen? He is not happy. You got to control that stuff. Coaches see that stuff. And Washington goes right to the bike. He's bringing in whoever wants to play. Thomas turns it over, and that was Robinson. Look at Lloyd. Look at the speed. Are you kidding me? Big time playmaker. Jonathan Lloyd, Robbie Robinson with the steal. They are hustling up this Halifax team. They're up 20, but they've been up 20 on this team before, and it hasn't ended well. So, straight line drive by Thomas. And that was the first Island Storm breakdown defensively we saw. You cannot give Terry Thomas, you can't take his right hand away that much. And I'm going to show you on this what happens is there's the turnover before Thomas turns it over. But when you're playing a player like Terry Thomas, the scouting report says force him left. He is a world-class player. He can go left. You can force him a little bit, but you can't give him the driveway. Lloyd looking for an opening. It's over to Alex Campbell. Has been hot from the perimeter too, shooting the ball very well, and gets fouled. My goodness. Look at this work, putting in work, trying to get back to that spin. Well, Thornton with the foul. Samson Carter taking a break. Terrell Carter's coming back in for the last 2:15 of this first quarter, and the Storm of 33 points up. They're scoring right now at about 145-point clip. Too strong on that, but Campbell gets a hand on it over to Robinson. Oh, Mike Leslie is about to blow his top. You're trying to work to getting back into the game. You give up an offensive rebound again. So that's Meshach Lufile into the game. Great family, the Lufiles, saying hello to their family watching. I know they would be. Oh, gets rejected down low. Hey, what a stroke there. Vivier. That's Malcolm. Ronnie Robinson hitting threes now. It's raining in here. So that's the answer. Their scoring is coming from every position on the floor. Carter, why would you do that? You cannot guard Terry Thomas out there. And Terrell Carter, you'll see that he's got to get better on that hedge. So once the screen comes, he's been struggling with the player coming off that hedge. He's got to stay low, take up space, and not play with his hands out there. He knows it. So if you're watching this tape over, Terrell, don't have to do that. Don't pick up fouls out there. And there's Thomas. He says, hello, I'm going to get this team back into it. What a competitor. Robinson can't get by him. Good defense. Tyree White's in there. Keeps it alive for the big man who scores. One of those games where everybody's getting in on the action. Here we go. Oh, how does your big man steal the ball out there? Look at this. What is happening? Holy jumpins. This is awesome. It's a freight train with no brakes. Man, that's an 18-wheeler coming at you. What are you going to do? Look at that. Get an offensive rebound going to work. And it's the other highlight. It's this one. Watch this. 2, 3. He's got 3 trees. Crosses over. Man, oh, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's hard work. So Terrell Carter's definitely found a home here with the Island Storm. Yeah, can't get the free throw to go. I think he was foot faulting too. So his toe was on the line. Good thing the refs can't hear me up here. Offensive explosion for the Storm. This could be their 40th point of the first quarter. He misses both. Oh, they're going to get Robinson on a reach-in foul against Brown. So listen, if they have 40 points in the first quarter, are we possibly looking at an 80-point first half? Amazing. Oh, man. Tough call for Brown up top and a little moving screen. And I don't know about that one either. Terrell Thornton's like, what? So if they score here, they can get over 40 points in the first quarter. Unless I made a mistake and it's really the second quarter. 16, they're going to hold for one shot, leave it. Oh, that's a tough screen there too. Look at Tyree White. You cannot do that. He's 11 feet in the air. My goodness, he stands 6'3" on the roster, which means he's only about 6'1 and a half. Deep three. Watch this rebound from the weak side. Hands down. He is way up there. And he's going to the line, too. So just a difficult first quarter for the Halifax Hurricanes. And that's 3 free throws missed in the last 12 seconds or so. So the Storm really could be at 42 right now. Best first quarter of the season for the Storm team. Gets that one to make it a 40-point first quarter. Kyle Arsenault into the game. Good to see him in. He's earned his minutes. Drop dead shooting the last few games. Thomas gets it up. Rebound and good. Count the basket. So a little sleepy there, but the Storm ended just the end of that first quarter, but beautiful offensive rebound by Brown. Just get a hand on it, gets his right hand up. Amazing. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Again, it's Gordon McNeely here, and you can reach out to me and say hello if you want. Just go on Twitter and send me a note about the game, where you're watching from. Just some scores we have. Terry Thomas in limited play. He didn't get on till late. Has got 6 points. Chadrick Lufa has 6 points. Mike Poole has 5. And then for the Storm, Terrell Carter is leading the way with 8 points. Tyree White has 7. Boucard has those 2 threes early. Samson Carter had an early 6 points. Robbie Robinson has 5. So everybody's scored. I think the team comparisons are what's going to be baffling. The Storm shot 55.6%, but they have 27 field goals attempted. Halifax has only put up 14 shots. So get this, the Storm have hit more shots than Halifax has taken shots. So the Hurricanes have only taken 14 shots. Free throws, Storm only 6 for 10. And here's a massive story. Halifax has turned the ball over 10 times to the Island Storm's 1. Storm have 11 points off those turnovers. Offensive rebounds are 8 for the Storm and 2 for Halifax. And one of them was that last play. So there's the real big difference. Points in the paint are 20-10 for the Storm. So you're seeing why the Storm are up 40-25. And it could even be a little bit more. There's some things for both teams to work on. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear up here. It's like story time down there. Little cuties. Good crowd here in Charlottetown to see this third game in the last 4 days. The Storm have a lot of momentum on the season, so they need a strong second quarter. They can't go sleepy mode. They got to remember they only have 7 wins on the season. 2 of those coming within the last 48 hours. But they are a streaking team right now. Their starters back on the court. What's that for Alex Campbell? Foul on the floor. And that young man's going to the line. Washington. Oh, nice looking jump shot by Thomas. Leaves it short though. Good screenplay, basic screenplay, and Thomas can't connect, but that was the right shot. Good ball movement by the Storm across screen for the big man. Look at the post action. Offensive foul. I was watching that whole time. And Washington, it could have been a double foul. He meets him early, and that's what you have to do when you're playing against big guys. I don't know, man. That's a double foul. Both those players are going. That makes no sense, and I would agree. Kendrick is giving him a lot of grief, the referee a lot of grief, because that's a double foul, if anything. They started that contact early, and they continued it on. So, and Washington was the aggressor, but good for him. That's how you play the game. You gotta meet early with size. Oh, but then Halifax turns it over when they get the ball back. Boucard spins around. Look at the physicality there. Kyle Arsenault saves it. 12 seconds on the shot clock. He's calling for a screen from Carter. Up top, Tyree Wright, Carter action. Oh, burns him hard on the... Oh, that was a beautiful up fake. Good for Tyree White. Knows their top scorer needed a touch and puts him in a position to score. That's how effective point guards work. Look at that little up fake. He's got a little zip in his step too. I mean, a few days off has done him well. A great free throw shooter. That'll give him 7 on the night. It's only the afternoon. Hey, Halifax fans, what is going on? That is the A West final you want over there. St. Mary's versus Dalhousie. Ooh, those two schools going at it for the big prize. Two juggernaut teams. Both those teams, I think, will probably make it into the CIS final. That's going to be an experience. Have both those teams in there playing top basketball. Get out into the Metro Center. Oh, it's not the Metro Center anymore, is it? Whoops, that's when I used to play there. I think it's the Scotiabank Center. And that's going to be a foul on Malcolm. Yeah. He's pushing. Storm foul. Sampson's Carter's 3rd foul. And there's another post foul. I can't. Oh, I think he was grabbing his jersey, actually. Think on the second replay. Like, we have a luxury of having multiple replays because we got the best crew in the Maritimes, if not Canada, for this kind of basketball. Look at this. Good camera work. And you saw the jersey being pulled, but maybe. I couldn't see it totally on the other side, but. And there's the response back. So Jordan Washington gets his elbow up high. And he's going to complain. Watch this. Keep far side of the court. And then the little push off at the end. What a nice basketball game here today. Storm have got a 17-point lead. Halifax gets a fight. Not giving Arsenault much room. They know they can't let him get going. Oh, look at the intensity at which they go to the glass. And they got a single coverage in Boucard in the post. Finds White. Penetrate. How in the world did he hit that shot? Just getting better. A good defense right there. Defense was up. Did all they could, but Tyree White's turned into a great professional player in this NBL league. The level of play in this league too. I mean, you see a lot of trades and a lot of things happening, but they put on an amazing experience for fans in each community. The basketball is top notch. Proud to be supporting the league, and hopefully you get out there. And Halifax, I've seen some pretty ridiculously great crowds in Halifax. So good to see that community getting behind this team. It's the best entertainment. why I like basketball instead of hockey is you get to see the players. They've only got little jerseys on, and you get to see reactions and facial things. Not that I don't watch hockey, but I mean, I get to experience their emotions a little bit more in sport, and I like that. So missed the second one there. 18-point game. Boucard's looking to penetrate. He loves going left. Oh, but Thomas right there, bidding off the floor. Ball girl, whoa. She was not hustling off the floor. Oh, man. Watch the ball girl. She's just like she's like, excuse me. That is awesome. And the first lesson is like when you're on the floor, it's coming back at you pretty quick. You better get your butt moving. Referee's having a little conference there to figure out the right call. Duvier is going to inbound it. He's come in and worked hard. He's done some good things for this Halifax team. Whoa, nice catch. Thornton pass. Misses that one. Tyree White's there again. He's pushing to Boucard. They got numbers. Boucard turns it over, gets it back. Look at the ball loose. And Halifax is going to get that foul. So a little bit of a loose ball situation. Looks like 22, maybe 2. Thomas. The hustle in there. Great action on the replay. And it's a scramble. It's a fight. It's loose. And then he's late to the action, Thomas. Beautiful one-on-one basketball right there. Holy. Mr. Guillaume Boucard is a legitimate scorer in this league. Can't get that to drop from the perimeter, which creates a fast break for the Storm. Tyree White coming at you. Finds Robinson, tries to throw down. Oh, but gets fouled. I think it's shaping up to be one of those nights for Halifax. Look at this. He's got such explosive hops. We saw him do that exact same dunk the other night where a big man came across and he just laid it on him. This game has been exciting. Storm trying to get a 20-point advantage here. Halifax has left their A game on the other side of the bridge. Storm are only shooting about 50% from the line, just over 50% from the foul line, and that's going to drop them. So they could be up even more, leaving some opportunities out there. And football. Saying hello to all our Halifax fans. Hope you're having a great day here in Halifax. We're always over in Halifax. We're from PEI, so we got much love for your basketball community over there, and get out and support this team. Open look for Thomas, and since he's come on, has made a huge difference. So 15-point gap there. 2 free throws missed one way. Yeah, it's going to go back to Halifax for sure on that spin. The spin was so tight, he spun himself into a tither. Halifax ready to jump on this lead. We were looking at almost 20 points a second ago. Oh, Thomas can't get it. Good defense by Arsenault. Just stay with him. Boucard hits the hot man. Oh, in and out, but look at the rebounding effort. And that's the one we were waiting for. I think if Arsenault can hit a shot or two, this game could be over before halftime. Look at it, just perfect footwork on the move. You could tell it just came off his hand just a little bit right. So maybe a little bit more index strength off that shooting hand on that particular shot. Trying to go against Brown. Look at this. Brown is a big boy. Boucard keeps working him. The one-on-one play by this Carleton graduate. You can tell he really works it. Look at Jonathan. Jonathan Lloyd in there, pokes it free. Oh. He hasn't even had to score, but whoa. Can he ever? He's trying to poke him again. But you're not going to get that with Terry Thomas. Terry Thomas is too good. Look at this first defensive play. Unbelievable. That is way harder. Joel Kindred didn't even see it coming. And then he comes back down 2 points the other way. What an amazing signing by the Island Storm. Duncan McIntosh and Coach Kendrick, they've done a good job of bringing in players this year and to stay with this program and to give the fans something great to cheer about. Terry Thomas can't get that first one to go. Needed it. .705 left to this one. The Storm are already at 50 points. Their scoring clip has slowed down a little bit. They had 40 at the quarter time. I guess maybe not. They're on a big time point scoring spree here. The last two games they've been up in the 120s plus. 8 seconds on the shot clock, working against Brown. And Brown's going to foul. Just no answer for Boucard. Because he's trying to take away his left hand, you can tell. And then he goes to the right hand and finishes. Boucard wants to penetrate with his left, come back to his right and finish. Primarily, he can do it all. He can do all four squares, right to right, right to left, left to right. He can do all four, but that's what he's looking for. And Leslie's saying, well, really, where's the foul? And it was with the body. We saw it on the replay. And just like that, the Storm are up to 20-point advantage. Clinkscales is going to work against Tyree White. That's on the switch there. Tyree White now guarding Thomas. There it is. Thomas can't get it. Kyle Arsenault gets enough of the ball to contain that rebound. And Arsenault will try from deep. Oh, that ball is in and out, but good-looking shot. And the product from Acadia gets on the board. And I think they might even, no, they're going to, I was going to say that's enough for a timeout. Yep, it's going to be a timeout. So, like I said, Arsenault scoring so important. Look at the rebound again by Tyree White to Robinson, very unselfish. And they find the cutter in Arsenault, undefendable. So that guy's having a good month of, well, end of February, March. Just needed minutes. Just needed to get on, and then it can open up the floor. So this Storm team looks very good. And full credit to the Storm, they're running more plays early in the shot clock. Their offense looks a lot more fluid. Everybody's not standing around looking at each other. Saw some of that this year early. They're into something, whether it's a double flare screen or a fade kind of screen on the other side, or I saw some double screen strong side stuff here. I don't know, what are these letters? I can't hear them up here with this, but it's nice to see these kids out doing stuff. And you see this picture of the Halifax team. It's just one of those days where you come over and nothing went right from the beginning, and you've met a team that's incredibly hot on the other side. 6:14 left in this one. The Storm are up 22 big points, and they're looking to keep going. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Sunday again. AUS is taking over in Halifax. It looks like the Acadia Axe women were going to win another championship over for our UPI Panther girls. Lost to them yesterday by 4. But Haley McDonald for Acadia set. Haley McDonald set. I'm talking with the camera person here. She set a new AUS, a new CIS, a new whatever, all kinds of records broken yesterday. She had 51 points. 51. It's only a 40-minute game. So here we're playing, this league, there's 48 minutes to play. The AUS is 40 minutes to score 51 points. Unbelievable. And they beat UPI. So unfortunately, because I like both teams. I like all the teams. But here the Stormer, somebody on the Storm team could get to 51 points the way it's going. Terry Thomas leading the actual 12 points for Halifax. Brown versus Arsenault. Brown is nasty on the boards. And then after that, it's Chadwick still with 6, Mike Poole with 5. The scoring outside of Terry Thomas is null right now. Guillaume Boucard 12, Tyree White 9. Tyree White has 8 rebounds already in the first half. He's got 9 points, 8 rebounds. Oh man. Samson Carter with 8. Terrell Carter with 8 as well. Nice dish out. Can't get the 3 to fall. And those gotta drop for Halifax right now. Look at the speed. Tyree White gets bumped. He does. Mike Poole had no choice. This is what you like from your point guard. Gets the ball, 2, 3 dribbles, and then that's it. Look how fast he's moving and putting pressure on the opposing team's defense. Great point guard play. Robinson will try from. I think his jump shot is incredibly underrated. He can hit it. That's off of motion. That's off of a spin. Not easy. Look at Arsenault with the nice head. She's got to stay with Poole. Gonna move his feet. Oh, Mike Poole just does what he does. Tough player. So that's important for Halifax. They needed some spark. Back rim, good shot. Story will try, and he'll show you how it's done. He's hitting the second 3 of the game. Both those players, Arsenault and Guillaume Bouc. Oh, look at the effort by Tyree White. I was going to say something else. It doesn't matter anymore. Watch this. Guillaume Boucard, nice move. Comes over from the weak side. That is one of the best charges of the year in the NBL right there. Oh, wow. What a player. I'm going to nominate, I don't even have a vote, but I'm nominating Tyree White for NBL Player of the Week or something like that. And maybe that guy needs it too. Guillaume Boucard. The Storm are getting one of those awards. I wouldn't want to make the decision who it is, but Guillaume Boucard, Tyree White, those are my 2 nominees. Unreal. I have to get a calculator out to decide what the score gap is right now. 6 points. They're looking to add to it. Look at White. You can't stop that. And the Halifax Hurricanes they're not hustling. They don't know what to do. Good foul by Thomas, but they're over the limit. He had no choice. So much pressure on your defense. That man right there has done it all for the Storm team. Whoa, his stock is going up. Out of Brooklyn, New York. He would be ridiculous on the outdoor playgrounds in New York City. Unreal. I'd come all the way over and watch just to see who he could gig up and how he'd play out there. Just a hard worker, not afraid of anybody. Look at everything's going right for the Storm. Maybe not finishing totally on that one. Look at Robinson working against Terry Thomas. Can't get it to go. And you got a nightmare coming the other way fast. Oh, what a pass. Oh. This is ridiculous. Tyree White drops to Robbie Robinson. 29-point gap right now. Blocking foul on White. I'd say you should be clapping for somebody, yourself. I don't know who, but man, Tyree White is going to take a break, and well deserved. He's just doing everything, facilitating, drops down to Robinson. Beautiful touch. Riviere has got it. That's a nice take. Nobody's stopping that. Terry Thomas coming off that little rub screen. Great score in our league. Again, Terry Thomas played here for a number of years. Fan favorite. Boucard to Robinson. Back to Boucard. Can't get that to drop. So a little window of opportunity. Halifax has to score here. And can't. And it's going to start the fast break the other way. Guillaume, no looker. To Robinson, who's having a monster half. We are at 66 points. I would not want to be in Halifax locker room in the next 3 minutes because it's going to be ugly. Could this possibly mean the Island Storm are maybe one of the hottest teams in the league? They're just all over the place. Look at the poke check from behind Guillaume, and they'll pass to Robinson. He's the hot guy. Throw it up. Why bother playing the second half here if you're Halifax? Because you're getting annihilated. And they have to respond here. Needs something to happen in this 2 minutes because this is playing with their brains right now. Their psyche is low. They need something positive to happen, and there it is. Again, it's on the back of Terry Thomas, but I like what Javier has been doing. So if you were Halifax, what do you do? What is it that you have to do to get back in this one? Well, you need a commitment across the board to play every possession. I haven't seen that today. So what I mean by that is that the Storm are coming down. Now their confidence is massive. We're talking like Mike Tyson confidence in the heyday. And they just want to score. They're just coming at you. They don't care anymore. And what Halifax has to do is come on, and everybody has to take every possession and just get back to playing your defense. I've seen this defense in action, this Hurricane defense. It is something else, but they got to see it right now. And it's not going to be done on offense. It's just one possession at a time defensively. So who's going to work the hardest? Look at the nice D by Arsenault, but Posthumus into the game and is effective right away. Daniel Gordon getting some first half minutes. I love it. There's a guy that can get hot. Boom. Somebody has to stop that. Malik Story, third three of the game. And Arsenault is standing up his ground. He's looking for a foul. He might even have a case for an offensive foul on that shoulder dip. Why not give it to Robinson? They're going to look for Story. They're going to look for whoever because everybody's hot right now. Story trying to get some separation. Space can't. Look at the dribbling skills. 3 seconds left to go. He'll try from deep. Hey, what is going on in the building tonight? Oh, 76 first half points. I said they could be coming close to somewhere in 80, and they're right on track. Look at that. Oh, it's an offensive foul inside all day. We just talked about it. They're going to put up an 80 spot in the first half. Look at this miracle, but he gathered himself, got low into his shot. There's a timeout. I think it's a little bit too late for a timeout. But what do? Maybe it's a Storm timeout. Oh, man, I got to calm down. because I'm pumped up. I want Halifax to come on right now. They gotta play good basketball. Mike Leslie has not even addressed in the timeout. It's just one of those nights. This is a way better team than this. Like when Halifax came in today, my first honest reaction was like, oh, they are really good. They play tough defense and they get after the ball. It's just not one of their days. And there's Malik's Story going off for, I think, his 4th 3 of the game. I mean, you remember back to basketball days where if you scored 80 points in a game, you had a good game. We haven't even hit the third quarter yet. The one bright spot for the Halifax Hurricanes is Terry Thomas with 16 points, and he didn't come on till about the 4 minutes to go in that first half. Mike Poole has 8. After that, I've been saying it all night, Chadwick Glufile had 6 early points, and that's it. But here's the numbers for the Storm. Guillaume Boucard has 14 points. Robbie Robinson is 6 for 8 from the floor, has 13 points. Malik Story has 12. You know what those 12 points are on? Just 4 threes. He's 4 for 6 from three-point line. So that's 12 points. Tyree White, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Get your head in the game. I'm just joking, obviously. I know, we're talking to the referees. That is incredible numbers. Samson Carter, 8 points. Terrell Carter, the second, 8 points. Alex Campbell, 5 points. And Alex Campbell has 6 rebounds. How is Tyree White have 11 rebounds and 10 points? Ridiculous numbers and 3 assists. I think he's got more assists than that, too. Robinson going to work here. Find Campbell. So you need to stand here for Halifax. Get down. Look at that stance. Beautiful stance on defense. Arsenault will try, and he'll hit. He will hit it. 5 points for the young man to give the Storm 79 points in the first half. We needed some of those points earlier in the season. What? That's right, Terrell Carter. Look at him. That's right. He's got his hands up. He's saying, come on, you guys. Get excited. What do we have to do out here? One of the best offensive production outputs I've ever seen from the Storm. 79 points. And Kyle Arsenault, exclamation points it. Good for that young man. Got a lot of time for him. So I'm going to take a break and have some kind of a Tylenol. But we'll see you in a little bit, 14 minutes. Hello, welcome back to the broadcast. And you see the score as we get ready to start the third quarter. So, one place that you wouldn't have wanted to been in the last 15 minutes is maybe the Halifax locker room. And the Halifax Hurricanes have a lot of work to do. It's a 38-point lead for the Island Storm. And I'm sure they're going to play good basketball here. And that's Mike Poole starting them off in good fashion. And they're going to pick up full court. And this is kind of what I expect as we head into this third quarter, is that Halifax's defense has to come to play. Because the Island Storm have put up a serious first half. And the starters are back for the Storm. And Terrell Carter has 8 points on this one, trying to go for more there. And they haven't really needed to play him a whole lot. But that guy, Tyree White, you just saw on defense, he's everywhere. He's over on the other side of the floor now. Slipped. Look at Boucard. Jump ball finally. And it's going to go to the Storm. A little spark in Halifax's step here to start. They can't be looking at the score. They just got to play basketball. Bright spot for Halifax is Terry Thomas again. He has 16 points. Look at the defense on White. I don't know if you see that, but it was a face guard by Clinkscales. He doesn't even want him catching the basketball. Look at Terrell Carter just making space in there. And it's going to stay Storm ball. Another action, St. John's Edge are up on Cape Breton, 83-63. Moncton has got a 12-point lead on KW, and that's in the third. So 7 minutes left to go. And that's White right there with his 12 points of the night. And then there's this game. So lots of action happening. The Storm have 4 players in double digits. And that's the first half again. It's not the game. Oh, Guillaume tried to go off of Halifax player. Doesn't get it. They're getting it back anyway. Yeah, the Storm have 4 players in double digits. And that guy's not one of them yet. He's got 8 points. Samson Carter. Look at Terrell Carter working in there. And that's your 5th Island Storm player into double digits. Samson Carter was 11. Tyree White has 12 points and 11 rebounds. Number 1 for the Storm, who will be NBL Canada Player of the Week. He's putting up some serious numbers. Great take by Lufile there. He's got 10. Oh, wow. Just pushed that shot a little heavy. Malik Story's got 12. Carter's got 11. Tyree White 12. Robbie Robinson 13. And Guillaume Boucard 14 points. Look at nice move by Poole. I love Mike Poole. And he's got to play well in this little bit of stretch. He's got 12 points. Just a great player. Shoots the ball well. No problem for the big man, Terrell Carter. He's shaking and baking over by the sideline. Storm are playing very good basketball. 7, they'll get 8 wins on after today's game, barring a miracle here. Look at this pick and roll. Like both players went with. Look, Yeah, he was doing a little dance in front of the bench. It's Halifax's 17 turnovers to this stage that has kept them back. On the ground, 22, Carter. Sam, will you be the judge here? Here's the shots up. Yeah. Just inside position. Washington does a good job of getting great inside position. That's Jordan Washington. The Storm had 58 field goal attempts in the first half versus Halifax's 41. And I like that big man, Romeo Brown, in there doing his thing. Points off of turnovers, the Storm were at 26 in the first and 4 for Halifax. Huge discrepancies. I'll give you one more stat here in this game. Terrell Carter working. Look at the power, strength, jump ball. It's going to go Halifax's basketball. Total rebounds. The Storm have 38 rebounds versus Halifax's 17 rebounds. I'm almost looking at this like it's wrong. Halifax has 17 rebounds. The Storm have 19 offensive rebounds on the game. Amazing. And basketball players that know the game know what I'm talking about. That is a crazy statistic. And you can see that's what gets you down 25 points, 35 points. Second chance points are 29 for the Storm, 5 for Halifax. Points in the paint, 38-26. And that's what you see, a big discrepancy in the score. Halifax has to play every possession, and they've started off this game, or this quarter, very well. They're doing the little things. They're getting back into it, showing some really good signs of life. And foul. Not going to believe it. Jordan Washington with the foul. Look at Tyree White's speed and Clinkscales just trying to stay with that. Tyree White's going to the line. Gets the first to get him at 87. And hits both. Tyree White's going to take a break to get Jonathan Lloyd, and I'm laughing because it's not because he's playing bad. It's just to get everybody in the basketball game. And Poole's trying to work there. Boucard is guarding. Look at that nice move. Is it go? Nice play. And that's Jordan Washington, who's come to play in this third. And Boucard, oh, look at that penetration. Just leaves it short. And Clinkscales covers the rebound. Goes to Poole. This is... Oh, an offensive control foul. And he's over talking to Leslie right away. And Leslie's like, yep. Look at this. Even though the defender's moving, he has positional. He's moving a bit. Just puts his hand out to guard him. And more times, the referees are calling that an offensive play. Are giving that foul to the defense. So you really have to have a clear path to the basket. Good back cut, gets Campbell free. Oh, shakes Clinkscales, leaves him silly at the foul line. Whoa, what a move by Campbell. That shaking back with his left hand, mind you. That's skill. And Washington can't get that up. Frustration continues. He can only get back on defense. Carter thinks about it. Oh, just doesn't get his balance under that. It's a 4-on-2 here. They should score, but they don't. But Poole doesn't. And look at the tip play. It's just one of those afternoons for this Halifax team. Should have really scored. They had a couple of opportunities. Robinson gets contact, and they're going to call the second one. This should have been a point, but look at Boucard. Steps in there. The second one doesn't go for Poole. And Carter comes in and cleans it up. So it's a real thing if Halifax loses this game by 50 points. If you lose this game by 50 points in a professional division, you are in big trouble. It does not bode well for the remainder of the season. It can be one game, you can shake it off, but at some point, when you do lose by that much, there are some serious misgivings in what you've done that day, you've prepared, or what you're going to do moving forward. So they have to fight, and that's a kind of a mental fight not to go down by that much, and they're looking at it right now. They're down 45 points in this game. But they have only one option, is to come forward and figure out what went wrong in this one. And the Storm aren't going to stop because they only got 7 points, 7 wins on the season. So, some of you might say, well, they're laying it on Halifax. They're having a bad night. They have to continually get better right now and the remainder of the season, because they pretty much have to win. I think, I don't know how many games they have left, 12 or so. They have to win 10 of those 12 games to give themselves a shot at playoffs. And they've done it here on this homestand. And this will be the third win if they can get it, which I don't think any team can come back from a 45-point deficit. It's just impossible. It becomes a matter of playing for pride. So the Storm are not going to stop in this one. They need to continually get better under high-level competition, and they've done that this weekend. Has been the most successful Storm 3-game homestand in a very long time for this club, this program. They've annihilated anybody that stepped foot in this floor, and this is the third game they've done it. They've won after this game. If they win by 50, they would have won these last 3 games by over 100 points. I mean, they are the hottest team in the NBL. There's no doubt about it. And that guy plays a big part of it. Jonathan Lloyd. Terry Thomas from deep. And there is a gem of a basketball player. Out of the AUS, Terry Thomas just got all kinds of time for his game. He's done some amazing things for this Island Storm family when he was here, and we miss him. But wow, is he ever playing good basketball. But Alex Campbell, another Canadian product, can play this game with anybody in the world. These players in the NBL are very, very talented, and they're showing it here today. Campbell with the rebound, goes to Jonathan Lloyd. Carter, what? Steps back. Lloyd trying to get in there, mix it up. And turnover from Poole to Brown, broken up by Boucard. Lloyd's looking for somebody. Why not? Is Campbell going to, yeah, he's going to drill it. No, he's not going to drill that. But has he ever been shooting the ball very well last 10 games? Oh, money in the bank. Vivier. Looking for contact. Nope, it's going to go Halifax basketball. Postumus into the game. Some subs coming in. They're taking everybody off except for Terry Thomas and Clinkscales. Maybe they took Clinkscales off. That's a lot of subs. It's Kindred. It's had a tough night. Afternoon here today. Thornton gets it over. Oh, look. Duvivier. Malcolm. Hit the last two in a row, so some signs of life here. He's going to shoot his team back into it. Jonathan Lloyd making a big difference to the backcourt of the Storm. Robinson trying. Oh, he's backcourt. Malik Story. Just those type of things right there. You kind of get a little bit sleepy in the game when you're up by so much. So Robinson tried to come back to his left hand. Normally when you cross the back to your left hand, you want to go quickly. It's your weak hand. He got stuck with it dribbling and turned it over. Thornton and Jonathan Lloyd mixing it up there. Gotta guard this. Hottest person on the floor right now. Kyle Arsenault into the game for the Storm. Postumus has played well when he's been in. Big body. Story over to Campbell. Trying to create Story from the corner. Deep corner shot. And that's his 5th three of the game. He's got 15 points on 5 threes. Amazing. Good take by Thomas against Jonathan Lloyd. That's what you do with players that are smaller. If they set their defense down low, they can guard you. You got to go when the ball comes to you. And Tyree White coming in for Jonathan Lloyd. Kinjed and Robinson talking. Just like, Terry Thomas up to 20 points, playing well. No problem on the second. .30-point game here. Story. Yeah, and Thornton trying to box out Tyree White, and that's like trying to block out water, really. Tyree White does not stop moving. Just so fluid, moving everywhere. He picks up a foul because of it. Look at that nice play by Arsenault. Gets fouled after the basket, too. He's guarding Postumus in there. Having a great game. And look at that, broken up on the pick and roll. The Storm break it up. Finds White. And another foul against Tyree White. Just so explosive and low to the ground. Look at Tyree White. He's in on every single play. Positive play by the Storm. Story gets it. Nice lead pass, and just keep your feet moving. And Halifax right now trying to make something happen defensively, but all they're really doing is getting closer to putting the Storm on the line here. I think that's the team's 6th foul? Must be. No, they're not going to shoot. Robinson gets it in deep. And that rolls around. Campbell's there. Finds Story. And can't get it to go. But look who's there again. What do you do with him? You can't guard him. He's everywhere. Look at this. Show that again in slow motion because he actually jams the ball on the rim. He's going after this. Watch this. Jams the ball on the rim. He's 6'2". Way to go replaying that because fans have to see how much talent that young man has and how much confidence he's playing with. That was singly one of the best basketball plays. I've never seen a player do that. And that was by design. Oh, yeah. Joel Kindred comes to play, and he can score in bunches. See if he can get going here towards the end of this one. Uh-oh. Lights out. Shooting. You know it's going down. Arsenault is playing. Block and foul. What? Come on. Give him the charge. Wow. This is good basketball. Campbell with a on the money, on the strings pass right into Arsenault's pocket. That's going down. That's why I started to commentate it before it even went in. Oh, we got a fast break happening again. Why not? Tyree White can't hit it. That's okay. He's allowed to make a mistake. My goodness. This is how you click on all cylinders for a team. 36-point lead. Halifax has shown some signs of life here in this third quarter. Good defense inside. Gets it out to Kindred, and he's starting to wake up. He had a rough start to this one. Starting to play very well. Arsenault over to Tyree. Alex Campbell with 6 on the shot clock. Kyle Arsenault, little step back. Oh, my goodness. Give him the basketball. 12 points, 4-7 off the bench. Playing great basketball. And Kindred's woken up too. And at the buzzer. Whew. So with that explosion of offense with Kindred, he still only has 8 points. And look at this little step back. The Canadian kid out of Fredericton played at, I bet you he was down at Wilmont Park in Fredericton all the time playing on the courts down there. Maybe Skyline Acres or somewhere in Fredericton playing and getting better, or maybe at a hoop in his own net. All those things. You don't get to be that good unless you work on it. When other people are doing ridiculous things, you got players like that getting better, wanting to play pro. Good for the kid out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, Kyle Arsenault. And Tyree White, his stat lines are ridiculous. Leading the team in scoring. Okay, Tyree White has 17 points, 13 rebounds, 5 and 9 shooting, 17 points on 9 shots. It's ridiculous amounts. Malik Story, 15 points on 5 three-pointers. Robbie Robinson, 15 points. Guillaume Boucard is getting a little bit of a break. Coach isn't even coming back to him. I think his night might be typically maybe over a little bit. He's just played so good. He's got 14 points, and Kyle Arsenault has 12 on 5 of 8 shooting, 2 for 5 from three-point line. Samson Carter, 11. Alex Campbell, 10. Terrell Carter, 10. There's a quarter left, okay? There's 1 quarter left, and the Storm have 8 players in double digits. If each one of those players if each one had 10, that would be 80 points. I mean, this is an offensive display of teamwork. And, you know, I want to give Coach Tim Kendrick a compliment. He has faced the noise from this fan base at times this year, and look, that guy's still standing. I love the guy. He's doing it, loves his players, gets them to be confident in one another, and this is the type of thing that happens. So good for Coach Kendrick. I got all kinds of time for you, man. Terry Thomas on the other side, 21 points, 7-14 shooting. Mike Poole, 12. Joel Kindred just got up to 10 points. And Malcolm Duvier has got 9 points. And there's Boucard trying to find the big man. Little baby hook can't go. Ball's moving nicely. Big, deep three, front rim, but look, there is. Could Tyree White possibly get 20 and 20? He's got 13. That was his 14th rebound. 14th rebound. He's a point guard. He's got 17 points. I don't know if a point guard's ever gotten 20 points and 20 rebounds. It's just, that's all about effort. All about effort. Beautiful looking stroke. Thornton with a nice looking three-pointer there. Look at Boucard going to the basket. Postumus, and he's yelling at Kindred. Didn't like that. So this is what he's going to be talking about. Screen right here. And I'm not sure why he'd be yelling at Kindred. He's got to come out and hedge that out. Maybe us force it away from the screen. So the big man's going to the line here. Just a, oh, you see that hit right there. You saw his upper body kind of jolt. It's 290 plus pounds of solid basketball player coming right at your sternum. If there was a fault in the Storm game today, might be the foul line would be the only thing. I mean, they're 18 of 26. That's me being real nitpicky. They're shooting 50% from the three-point line. 12 for 24. Another nice offensive rebound. Big man stepped out of bounds. And Dana Gordon should be ready to play quite a bit in this fourth quarter. He's coming in soon. Thomas from deep. Doesn't go. The Hurricanes are, I didn't see that Samson Carter finish. The Hurricanes are 10 for 20 from the three-point range. And Kindred would try it, and that puts them above. So the Storm, if anything, they're not defending that three-point shot very well. It's something that they could work on, if anything. I'm getting nitpicky as anything, but I know that the task at hand for this team, they need to be in every quarter from here to the end of the season. They got ground to make up, and they can do it clearly. And try to beat the shot clock there. Terry Thomas defended him well. And Terrell Carter just kind of lets him go by. Vivier. So this one is over. They're playing these 9 minutes for fun. To get better, too, as well. Jonathan Lloyd hasn't had to do much. He's just been distributing. Tyree White puts it up. Big man gets it. No problem for Carter. Is that going to be a timeout? That's a timeout on the court. So they're taking early timeouts just to get subs in. What a game for the Storm. What a game for that guy. Puts it up. And look at him. Look where he was going. He put it up, and he was ready to rebound that. And the big man's played very well today. Terrell White the second. I wouldn't want to see Terrell White the first. It's probably his dad. Carter the second. What's Terrell White? What's Terrell Carter the third going to look like? It's going to be like, man, the super prodigy basketball player. See Tyler Scott there. Shoulder kind of just rest, really. He'll be back. And there's he's standing beside his good friend Kyle Arsenault. Then I do believe they started at Acadia together. So Tyler Scott played 2 years at Acadia with Arsenault under the tutelage of Kevin Duffy. And then Arsenault stayed 5 years, but Tyler Scott came over to UPEI and played 3 years at UPEI, where he did some pretty wild things in the league. And there's Boucard, who played at Carleton under Coach Dave Smart, one of the premier top basketball minds in the world. He's chosen to be at Carleton University. And you'll see them in the CIS championship this weekend coming up in Halifax. But Boucard had a chance to learn from him. And you can see his tenacity on the court. Good look. Nishak gets it stripped out by Lloyd. It's going to be a jump ball. And nice roll on that one. Halifax, you can tell they're just playing they're in position. They're not really running too many sets to score. They're just Mike Leslie's kind of evaluating right now. And he's saying, who can I come to in tough losses here? And the ref's talking about it. 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Thomas with the ball, but turns it over. Robinson over to Jonathan Lloyd, who lays it in no problem. It's just one of those afternoons. But they've shot it well from the three. Not that time. Tyree White with another rebound. Rebound alert number 15, maybe 16. Yeah. Looked at the help side, and Thomas makes him pay. He's up to 23. Good game from him. Hand off to Robinson. The basket's just wide open for the Storm. Halifax's defense needs a gut check. Nobody really wants to do that, to make that rotation. And watch this. Eyes on Mike Leslie. Camera on Mike Leslie for a second. Oh, I missed it there. But he just he looked at, and this is exactly what I'm seeing up here. He is just done with this team right now because they're not moving. You can't take the ball from one end of the court. Watch this. Coming off a dribble handoff, nobody there. Like the post players on either side defending that they don't even remotely want to come over and help. And like I said, they had to build on the second half of this game. And they had to take it possession by possession. They're not doing that. And Mike Leslie is over them, calling them out on it. You need to establish something in every single moment on the NBL court. You don't get this kind of opportunity to play this basketball. So expect this Hurricane team to come back. Doesn't matter what the score is. He's looking for effort. And for the Storm, they what can I say? They have played the most perfect basketball game that I've seen them play all season. They work the ball. They've got 9 players in double digits. It's just a beautiful display of team basketball, and it's one of Coach Kendrick's gems of the season, coaching-wise. He had a great game plan to play against this Halifax team. They lost a heartbreaker in Halifax a couple weeks ago, where they were up 20, and they're showing you why. This Island Storm team can play with anybody in the league. So, and do notice other teams will be watching this game. So, trying to figure out how to beat the Storm. And I don't really have an answer for you when they're playing this well. Beautiful shot. Thornton there. He's been another bright spot for Halifax. That's out of a timeout. And there's the dribble handoff. Let's see if they defend. See if they defend the tack better. Oh, big time pass to Carter. Shocked him that it made it through. Thomas will give it a go. It's been a little bit colder from that three-point range in the second half. He's hit one, I guess. Boucard challenging Terry Thomas. But there. Did you see the help defense that came over? Block and foul. The help defense came over there that wasn't there 2 minutes ago. Positive sign for the Halifax Hurricanes right here. He's trying to go against Thomas, and then Mishak comes over, doesn't move out of the way and gets the block. So you got to protect your basket first in basketball. And that's what was, I think, driving Mike Leslie crazy. There's a screen. Rejected by Thomas. Finds a shooter who's hot. And there's another rebound for Tyree White. Nobody's going to get in front of that. He's tired, too. Boucard's, that took a lot of energy, that one. Oh, big-time three coming. Yep. Duviers has played well. I mean, the Hurricanes have stroked the basketball very nicely. 26-point lead here. And they've cut into it a little bit from shooting on the perimeter. And don't forget, the Storm had 80 points at halftime. So they got 36 on the board. And the Hurricanes were somewhere around 40, so they've got 50 on the board. Close to 50. I think maybe 48. So Halifax is playing better in the second half, but the Storm had such a big lead that this one's over, but you don't want to give that up. You want to send a message to the league here if you're the Storm that we dumped Halifax by over 30 points. And remember, I was talking about we were getting close to that 50-point mark. At one point, the Storm had a 45-point advantage, 46-point advantage. So Halifax has done a good job of cutting it in, playing for pride, and cutting into that big lead. The story in this one is Tyree White. His numbers are off the charts. 5 for 10 field goals. He's 0 for 1 from the three-point line. 7 for 9 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds and 17 points. Like, he's not your center. It's absolutely amazing. These are unbelievable numbers, and he's going after everything. He knows nothing different than hard work. Jonathan Lloyd finds Tyree White. And there it is for his 19th point of the afternoon. Oh, my goodness. I didn't think he could miss. Halifax misses that to come back the other way. Jonathan Lloyd tries. Hasn't really shot much. Hasn't really had to. Nice board by Lufau. Gets it out. Why not? Oh, this young man has a stroke. Cuvier. Pretty amazing shooter. He's 4 for 9 from 3. He's got 14 points. Carter, open lane, gets his own rebound, puts it back in. What a game from him. His rebound has come up. He's got 14 points, 7 rebounds. And let me tell you about. I hope they put Alex Campbell back in there. Yeah, they're bringing him back in. I'll tell you why. This guy is no joke. He's got 10 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. He just needs one more rebound, and he's going to get a triple-double. Wow. In basketball, that's the mecca of things to do. And if he gets, he doesn't get that one. Tyree White does, giving him his 16th rebound. Story has an open lane. Nobody there. Can't get the floater to drop. It's going to stay Storm basketball. So Alex Campbell is on the triple-double watch. He's only taken 6 shots in the game. I mean, that's so unselfish. 3 of 6. 10 points. This is just a really, really great effort by the Storm. Lloyd's got it, 9 seconds left to go. He's going strong to the cup. Can't get the spin to go. Had it, but it wasn't enough. Nice pass to Lufile, who gets mugged by Terrell Carter. So Samson Carter is going to come in for Terrell Carter. No relation. And that's Meshach. Meshach played at the University of Cape Breton. Standout player there. Arsenal's back into the game for Story. Meshach can't hit the first one. Meshach played here last year, did very well. Saw a lot of mid-range. I see him being more aggressive with Halifax, taking to the basket and doing little things. He works hard on his game. Just an outstanding young man. So really proud of him being in the league and doing great things. Campbell can't get it to go. So we're on a triple-double watch for Alex Campbell. Going to say Storm basketball. 4:24 left in this one. Yeah, they're chanting, whose house out there? I'd say it's our house. Man, it's been a demolishment of Halifax here this afternoon. It's only one game. Halifax will bounce back, and they're incredibly good. Just didn't work out in that first half. Carter trying to get it up. Yeah, that went off of Terry Thomas. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. My name is Gordon McNeely. And my friend that I do the games with, Peter Ruckgazer, is in Halifax doing the AUS today. And Tyree White. Jeez, it's been an unbelievable display of basketball. 21 points. I think he's got 16 rebounds. I'm watching to see if Alex Campbell can get a rebound here. Can he get a rebound? If he can, it's triple-double time. And nice to see Daniel Gordon coming into the game. Let's see if we can get some points up for him. Great young man. Scored some big baskets this season. He's played some, so just getting his feet wet in the league. Good defense there. Kindred, nice. Kindred's a great offensive player that, probably Daniel Gordon has got he's a little bit smaller for his position. The skill, though, he's going to the foul line. Just a master with the ball. There we go. Beautiful job by Gordon. If I tell him anything, he ran that baseline cut a little slow. You got to run that faster at the pro level. Get there. If you got the defender on your back, pick up the pace and get there. It's going to give you more time with the ball. Great seeing him on the board. He only stepped on the floor about 10 seconds ago, and he's already got 2 points up. Nice to see. Again, we're waiting to see if Alex Campbell can get a rebound here, get on the triple-double club. Daniel Gordon does. It's going to go Storm basketball. Mike Leslie's throwing in the towel for this one. Good crowd here in Charlottetown. Third game in 4 days. And this team more than produced today. Oh, well done. Duvivier has played very well in the second half. Incredible bright spot for Halifax. Lloyd has it. Over to Gordon. Give it up. Put it in. No, can't go. 2:38 left. Good defense there. Thornton back. Kindred. Oh, nice move. What? See the talent on that guy. Kyle Arsenault from deep. Can't get that to drop. There's the rebound. That's it. That's the triple-double watch for Alex Campbell. He just got it. I was hoping he was going to get it. So congratulations to him. That's a triple-double for Campbell. 10 points, 10 assists, and 11 rebounds. Just incredible play by Alex Campbell. Tyree White, it says he's only got 4 assists, but I don't believe that. Tyree White's numbers, 21 points, 16 rebounds. Robbie Robinson, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Malik Story, 15 points on 5 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc. Guillaume Boucard, 14 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. These numbers are unbelievable. Your big man was 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Terrell Carter the second, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Samson Carter on his debut back. He had been hurt for a while. Great job from him. 13 points, 5 rebounds. Kyle Arsenault came in strong off the bench. 12 points on 5 of 9 shooting. Alex Campbell again, that triple-double. Jonathan Lloyd, didn't have to. I wonder if Jonathan Lane is watching. Jonathan Lane's a friend of mine is over at the University of Prince Edward Island, works for them. He's a good basketball player himself. Terry Thomas is a bright star for Halifax, 23 points. Duvivier has 19 points. Joel Kindred came on strong with 17. Mike Poole at 12. So a real message here the Storm are sending. Kindred trying to work. Look at Daniel Gordon's defense. You can't call him for that. I know. I'm the same way, Daniel. I'm looking at the ref like, what? What do you have to do? Watch this. He's behind. He gets his body in front. He's pushing off that leg. Push. He's right there. Maybe that left hand would have been in the player's face. Oof. Joel Kindred really came on strong in that second half. Storm were happy about ending here. And Halifax is also happy, too. They didn't get spanked by 50 because that's where it was heading at 45 points. They won the second half on some good shooting, good ball movement. They played better in the second half. It wasn't looking good there for a while, so a lot of positives to take out of that second half, especially from that guy who played very well. Terry Thomas did his thing. Robbie Robinson just picked his pocket. Oh, yeah. DG gets it. Oh, yeah. Daniel Gordon showing you how he can score. Good defense, but Kindred can just shoot over top of that. So it's harder for Daniel Gordon because he's probably about 2 inches too short to guard that position effectively. And Kindred can get an easy look at the basket, but he's doing everything he can. Let's get another one here. Show him how it's done. Yeah. Nice show of sportsmanship from Kindred, who has played very well in the second half. All of his points, I think he might have had 2 in the first half. All of them have been in the second half. So some bright spots for Halifax for sure. I mean, they don't mind. They're 19-12. They'll be 19-13 after this. Jonathan Lloyd did not have to produce offensively today, but he can. Hey, big dunk by Mishak Lufau. So this is going to do it. There's 13 seconds left. I hope you enjoyed the coverage today. My name is Gordon McNeely, and I can't tell you how important this win is. And this crowd's on its feet, and rightfully so. They deserve it. A big Storm win at home in easy fashion, winning by 24 points. So Tim Kendrick has this team playing the best basketball of the season. Congratulations to him and his coaching staff, all the players. Tyree White, huge numbers today. Alex Campbell with a triple-double. Robbie Robinson played well. There were so many bright spots. I think it was 9 guys in double figures. Just an unbelievable display. So great coverage. Universum crew, they're the best. Hope you enjoyed it. Listen, we'll see you next time for Storm basketball. All the best to this Halifax team for the rest of the season.